Please rewind this cassette.
Hi guys, welcome to Please Rewind. This is Pat. I'm joined by Slav, Destroya, and for the first time in a long time, Chad. Now this isn't going to be a typical video where we watch a movie and talk over it. We're going to watch montages. No, we're going to watch training montages. Rocky training montages. And we're not going to do this in one long compilation video. We're going to go one montage at a time, like we ourselves are training, like Rocky throughout these movies. Another thing, no montages that aren't training montages. So this unfortunately cuts out Rocky driving around in the car in Rocky 4. It is what it is. Brevity's important. Watching Rocky montages. So, Chad, I guess we could say at the end, but I'm going to throw it at the beginning. I'm going to throw the onus on you. What's the best Rocky training montage out of all the movies?
I like 3 best because it's also a love story.
Between your
Real
black
sucker
best
for
friend.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is the cutest.
I think, I mean, we'll get to it. I think 4, I have to objectively say, is technically the best one from a filmmaking standpoint, but that doesn't mean it's your favorite.
It's the most epic for sure.
I mean, it's 9 minutes that you can't look away from. I think more than any 9 minutes of film ever. But let's talk about the first one. Slav, what's your experience? Have you seen the Rocky movies?
I've seen the first one.
So this is the only one you're familiar with.
That's correct.
Oh boy, we got a journey to go on because they just it's kind of nuts. They scale up each movie.
I've seen the Rocky 4 montage, I think.
Yeah, well,
just on its own.
It's 2 montages stitched together.
Okay.
Yeah, Rocky 2 also has 2 montages stitched together, which they started. And then Rocky 3 just goes back to 1 montage. So it's inconsistent. And then I don't even know, does Rocky 5 have a training montage?
Rocky 5?
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, does he train for the street fight with Tommy?
I don't, well, maybe, does Tommy get a training montage? I don't remember, like,
I don't remember one
anything
either.
about Rocky 5 other than the stuff everyone talks about.
I thought Chad just forgot Rocky 5 existed. He was like, well, there's no training montage in it, so it can't exist.
Now, we always joke about the song when it literally starts saying getting stronger, getting faster. This was the original.
Chuck Taylor's.
This is the original. His feet would be bleeding. You'd be a trail of blood behind him running right now.
He looks like his Elephant Man feet in the shower when he gets home. I'm just thinking after my falls running last year, how bad it would fucking hurt if he just.
That would be funny if Rocky just fell and hit the fucking ground. This is the best shot in the movie. When you see the city and he puts the arms up. That's a great shot.
I walked up those stairs. I went to Philly to visit a friend. And he was like, oh, the Rocky stairs are overrated. It doesn't matter. I'm like, that's heresy. How can you say that? Then we're talking bullshit and walking up. This is an art museum here. We're going to go in. He's like, well, that was a Rocky stairs. I'm like, what? And I didn't even notice we walked up.
That was your face when it happened. You realized.
He started jumping.
That's the worst part is when it's slow-mo's on his face. You're like, maybe we didn't need to keep that. Because that's such an emotional moment, you know. Yeah. Well, because we didn't watch it, but if you've seen the movie, they established earlier when he first starts, he can't run up the stairs. So then that's like, people kind of miss that when you watch the montage by itself, that it's a payoff that Rocky can't do it earlier. It's progression. But I think if you just watch the montage by yourself, you kind of lose. And it's also like the happy moment of the movie. Because before this, when you watch Rocky 1, it's a fucking sad movie. It's just a downer. It's like not a... It's a good time, but like I rewatched it, I want to say 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it's just like a 70s New Hollywood movie.
It's very much a struggle, the whole movie.
Yeah.
I like how he's just running with bricks.
Yeah, I didn't... The slow motion is making me think, what the fuck? I forgot that he
tripped right over the railroad. That's it.
I never... Yeah, I was like swinging them out to the sides. What the...
Oh, look, it's train tracks. He's training on train tracks.
I don't know if this is true. I read before that this was just like real, like he just went and ran and they shot this, and a lot of the people are actual like people. Because if you see that woman over there, she looks like she's looking at the camera, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
One
probably
guy
true,
throws him
'cause,
a
like, you
fruit.
just watch the guy run.
Yeah,
Like, he
Like,
wouldn't care.
I wonder if this was scripted here. Somebody just throws him a fruit at one point.
I hope it wasn't. I'm sure it was, but if it wasn't, that's badass. If it was a beer.
Yeah.
What's up, Malkovich?
Throws him a Heineken.
Hey, Rocco.
Hey, you go.
I do like this one's simplicity compared to all the other ones. It does kind of have a grace to it, which I will say when we get to Rocky Balboa, that one has it as well.
It's just Al Pacino throws him an orange.
Yeah. Orange falls down and he gets shot like Vito Corleone. It's ominous.
Rocky 2 kind of undermines this for me.
That's the problem. Well, the problem is Rocky 2. Rocky 2, though, as soon as Adrian says win, from that moment forward to the fight is like, I'd say that leading into 3 is kind of peak of the entire franchise. It's because some people don't like Rocky 2, the first half. I like the first half, but once Adrian wakes up and says, go win, then we're like, we're getting busy. We get to Mont. It's like you could tell he made the sequel, and then he's like, oh, fuck, I got to give people what they want. All right, here's the last 25 minutes. All right, let's go on to Rocky 2.
Okay.
Destroya, are you a Rocky guy?
Yeah, I remember the first one the best, that scene. Stairs.
No, you can stay on this beginning part. You don't have to skip it. Little Rocky. You notice how weird it is? Mickey's just creeping in the background of this scene. This very intimate moment between family.
And Adrian is like dressed like a Victorian doll.
What are we waiting for? And where the fuck did he come from? No, but the score here kicks ass in this first part. Like, when I was a kid and they would marathon these on TNT or whatever, like, I was so hyped during the Rocky 2 montage.
You stood up and right in front of the TV, wouldn't you?
Well, because this is very brilliant. This is to me the moment when they transition from 70s movies and this becomes an 80s movie.
Mm.
This is the transition of what the Rocky franchise, like, we're out of the Rocky 1 universe now. We're a complete cartoon world. He's even got the
Rambo.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. He's Rambo now. It's like, this is when he stops being the character from the first movie as well. Like, that character dies at this point and he becomes Sylvester Stallone, the actor. But I always thought the editing of this was really good. It's got a little Staying Alive to it, though, unfortunately, the Travolta. There's a little bit of that.
This trainer, there's like David Lynch. He's got like the earpiece in from Twin Peaks.
Work harder.
He's just Cooper.
Touch enough grass. When you see someone wearing a hearing aid, you're like, oh, this is a Twin Peaks reference.
It is a Twin Peaks reference.
Look,
God damn it.
He's like the log lady.
Yeah. I have questioned some of these training methods. Like, I don't think this is a thing to like put a log.
I've never seen someone do that. I'll put it that way.
Even these are all like really bad exercises for you to go back and forth. The shoulder, except
it'd be so easy to hit your chin too.
And the reps they're saying too, they're going like 49, 50.
This guy's just chopping him in the dick.
Yeah, like right here, this isn't a bad workout, but he's saying like 50. It's like, dude, 50 of those are not good for your shoulders.
No, butterflies fucking kill.
Like, no, the score is just so good here. It's insane.
That shirt's great. I want that shirt. Win, Rocky, win.
I was going to get you the trucker hat from Over the
Top.
Yeah,
you told me about that.
For Christmas. You can buy it online.
I forgot about the chicken.
Yeah, he's got to catch a chicken.
Was in Rocky 1.
Yeah.
You notice?
I thought he ran with children in this training montage.
Yeah, you get the weird transition with this Planet of the Apes child.
Baby Caesar.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's terrible.
But yeah, they always do this. It's weird. This movie stops for this moment, and then we get a second montage. Because Sly's like,
It's
how
the
do I
Incredible
top?
Hulk.
How do I top the first movie? It only had one montage. I guess I gotta do two now. That's what
It's
the
like a
people
roller
are.
coaster.
No, I bet in the
Go on.
theater in '79, people lost their shit during those.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, they're playing the music again.
You did it twice.
He's
Two
running on the tracks
montages.
again. This is like
Oh,
what I saw
fuck.
3 years ago. Look, he's on the
It's like when
street
they-
again. Well,
It's
I
like
do,
when they
It's like an
blew up the
MCU
Death Star the
reference.
second time.
well, I do like it is kind of like as opposed to the first one. Like it, I do think there's something beautiful now that Rocky's like he's a hometown celebrity. Everyone in Philly's
Mhm.
like he's our
faster
boy.
now.
Yeah,
See, this is the part that ruins it, because like if all these kids could run the distance he runs, then like that means he's really shitty.
well, I want to know where all these fucking kids come from too. At some point, there's like 1,000 children chasing him.
No,
Well, it just turns into Forrest Gump. He just has a giant beard.
Yeah,
It turns
it's like
into
28 days later.
Turns into Children of the Corn. Yeah. Get out of here! These kids, these feral children. That's what I'm
I don't
saying,
have any ice cream.
This is when it becomes so 80s where he's like, I gotta have kids fucking chasing me now. It's for the kids. He
Like
just
he's a
turn-
Pied Piper.
Yeah, I thought that too, Pied Piper. Come with me, little kids. I'll lead
Look
you
at
to the
this.
promised land.
It's
Looks like
he has
a
a child
million.
army. Apollo
Oh
doesn't
my
stand a
God.
fucking chance.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? I don't know.
No,
There's
the
a bunch of
kid's
kids.
like, go, go, go. I love Rocky has his acceleration moment. That's when you know it's serious now. When the legs
He
kick
hits the
in.
nitrous button.
He starts sprinting.
He just jumps a train track like in Superman.
I do
We have to
wonder,
know he's moderately faster than some kids.
did Tom Cruise, is this like a big inspiration for him, that the feeling there? Because that does feel very Tom Cruise. The speed up sprint with the tracking shot.
I think it's a big inspiration to everyone.
He's going to start punching these kids in the face.
I was thinking that too.
They go flying. Ah! Cut
The
my
Matrix
life in
2.
2 pieces. It's the ending of the one with Jet Li. Oh god, the slow-mo close-up again. Stop. Turn it off. Oh my god. Oh, that's right.
That's the moment that Paul was like, he
Jesus
ran with how
Christ.
many children?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
There was 1,000 kids behind him, sir. What? All right, let's move on to
Oh.
Rocky 3.
Okay.
Sir, there's been a second training montage.
This is great. I mean, Apollo and
It's
him
Hall
team.
Four.
Yeah, no, Apollo being like, I'm gonna train you so you can beat another black guy. The undercurrent
It's
of
like when the
race.
Simpsons stand up. No, you don't punch it like white guy punches it like this, but a black guy punches like this.
Well, I don't even get it. Rocky, like, he beat Apollo and he's been the champion. Why is it like Apollo's got to teach him? It's a weird. I never quite got it. It's like where Rocky needs Apollo to teach him how to fight. He's like, but he was the world champion.
You forgot.
I mean, I love it from a storytelling standpoint. Like, this is amazing. Like, the one reason this is my favorite Rocky movies is because Apollo's in it so much. And Apollo
It's just so funny them running on the beach together.
and dancing. This is me and Slav together. Him and Destroya. Oh
Robert
god,
teaches
these...
him how to jump.
It looks like he's having stroke Sly when the slow-mo's on his face running.
See that?
Ugh. No, like you see how fast Apollo goes, and then Rocky does this, and then Apollo does again very fast, black guy athleticism, and then Sly does it not that fast at all, and they're like, "You did it!" Got to go get his kisses.
She did not look happy to be there.
It is like a shitty basement. This guy's rich. I don't know what they're doing working out there, but
Was she just standing there for an hour holding a towel?
there's the Chris Rock bit about when Rocky beats him in the race. He's like, Rocky's a science fiction movie. I think I always like just the color grading and aesthetic of this one more than a lot of the other ones. The beach, it's like Tony Scott jumped in to direct this, and it looks like a commercial.
It's a lot softer.
Yes, the softer lighting, yeah, almost like they had a gel over the land. And Sly just kind of, he looks great. I think this is like the most iconic him and Apollo look in all the movies.
He really pulls off the sports bra.
Yeah.
The thumbs up.
Well, it's
I want
just so
that as a
genius.
gift.
I don't know how Sly thought of it. Like, I'm going to kill Mickey, which you would not expect if you saw his movie. Then Rocky's going to lose, and then he's going to team up with Apollo. That's the thing about Rocky 3. It just has all these plot turns. It's only 90 minutes.
I didn't know I wanted that.
Yeah.
But that's a big thing, too, is it has a pacing of a slasher movie. It just flies by.
Yet everybody dies that Rocky loves in his life throughout the series. Sly's like, I guess I'll just kill this person now.
Well, that's the thing with Creed, is like, it's a great movie. It's too much. It's like Rocky has cancer, like, I don't even want to win this battle.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
it's just
fuck.
6 feet under at that point.
I love you.
My uncle Kevin, who Chad knows, he would just always laugh about the hand clapping, and then he would act it out. He's like, when he claps his hands, what's he doing?
Imagine just being at the beach with your family and seeing that.
That one goes by fast.
Oh yeah,
That
it's only
is-
under 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, Rocky 3 is not wasting your time. We got to go into 4. Let's just keep going. We're marathoning. Is this the full one? 9 minutes or so?
It's 7 minutes.
It's like 7, almost 8 minutes. Okay.
They might have cut out the interlude where Adrian shows up. I mean,
I don't know the context of any of this, so he's just in like the snowy mountains now.
He's in Russia. He's going to fight Ivan Drago, and he's training in Russia, and they're having the Russian government supervise him to make sure he doesn't. I don't know what. I don't know why they're
Do
following.
American things.
Yeah, he gets followed around. It's very cartoony. It's like, keep your eyes on that Rocky kid.
He might be a spy.
Hi, Joe.
They just constantly have like binoculars trained on him. It's like To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen. Oh wow, they actually okay. But it's like Chris Hansen. They just have cameras everywhere.
The 3 zooms were insane.
Yeah.
I mean, this
But they
is
just
what
become
makes
more and more music videos.
this.
Oh
this
my
is,
God.
This is what makes this one brilliant. The music video aspect is that it's 2 montages parallel to each other. That wasn't a thing before this movie, and I don't know if anyone even did that before this movie. And it's like
And
with
he trains his beard.
like with Ivan Drago, it looks like you're watching like a Nike commercial, and then with Rocky, you're watching some weird music video from the '80s where a guy's in the mountains.
Well, it's cool because he's out of his element. You know, he was always running like in the city or like on the beach. But
Right.
no, he's just like in cold.
Well, I just also think the cross-cutting here, like this movie gets criticized for being too montage heavy and the kind of the cutting, but I think the cutting in this scene's fantastic. Like all the cuts match really well to what's happening between the two of them. Almost too much. They're almost. But I see what Ivan Drago's doing. I'm like, okay, you're doing weights, you're training your body. Rocky's making a fire. He's pulling Polly on a
Being
sled.
reindeer.
Yeah, he has reindeer ears on. Polly's whipping him.
He took up a job as a sled dog.
This is even more sexual than the last one.
Yeah. No, Rocky 4 is a pretty gay movie.
He agreed with you.
Dude,
Like
like
I just
hell
nodded,
yeah. Another thing again. I mean, spoilers for it.
Another log?
Apollo dies in this movie. Then Duke, his former trainer, now is training Rocky. Rocky changes up trainers again. Which Duke then becomes like stable.
Refuse to train him.
Yeah.
It's like a curse.
Every time someone trades you, they die, Rocky.
Jesus.
This is my favorite music out of any of them, though. The do 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 do.
Well, it's almost like the score's rooting for the Russian, which is really neat.
Yeah. No, Rocky feels like the underdog in this montage. You're kind of contrasting it with Ivan makes you just think, how the fuck is he going to beat this guy?
Exactly.
But once again, Sly's like, one montage, not enough. It's right there. Great
That's
ending.
the Russians are watching them. They're like, well, the montage is done. He's done, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit! Oh no! It starts again.
They skipped the Adrian part, so that's why it's 7 minutes. Yeah, she comes to Russia to see him.
I like him with the beard.
I do too. I wish he would have kept it for the fight. That's a huge problem I have with this movie is he doesn't have the beard in the final fight. Because Sly does rock the fuck out of that beard. It makes him look more normal.
I was gonna say, it takes away the goofiness.
Yeah, he's kind of handsome, actually. And I can't remember a movie where Sly even ever had a beard. But I kind of always think, like, why didn't you have a beard more, bro? I mean, it's not like your face is what was selling the tickets.
In the new Rambo movie, does he have like a goatee or something?
I think so.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say he looks good with facial hair.
Oh yeah.
No, it's just crazy to have the two montages, and they're two. So it's two music videos stitched together.
These are gay montages. It matches what I was gonna say.
Like a fight song.
No, it sounds like a pop song. Adrian's head nodding and watching. Man, like
these gay montages are turning us gay.
I think there was a thing that showed that like 33% of this movie is montage. And it's 90 minutes. So over 30 minutes of the movie is a montage.
That rope thing's badass. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I would like to train like Rocky right now. I'm liking the PEDs. The thing looks like it's gonna break Ivan Drago's neck. What the fuck is that?
I know.
Yeah, I was like, why are they training in a saw trap?
Do you want to get stronger to beat the Italian stallion? I do.
Do you want to win a game?
Yeah. No, his grunting. I like Rocky in this more. It's more like silent. He's not. He's locking in. Because he's like, I got to go fight a 6'5", 280-pound man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, the cuts are so good. Editor did fantastic job. Like I said, this is the most watchable, like, 8 minutes of a movie ever. You can't look away. I like Rocky's acceleration moment in this is getting away from Russians in a car.
He just runs real slowly afterwards.
We'll get you again. The road runner.
Oh no.
Turn into cliffhanger here. Like the Russians are like, yes.
You start hearing cartoon noises.
The incline.
The treadmill catches on fire.
Yeah.
Sly's feet just catch on fire. As in contrast.
He melts the snow off the top of the mountain. The fuck is this guy? These helicopter shots.
I'm just shaking. He said the helicopter. Like, we can't even keep track of him anymore.
Yeah.
Brought him off the grid.
Looks like a Taken movie all of a sudden.
Sly, we're trying to film a movie. What are you doing? It looks like Bigfoot footage.
Yes. He did it. Yeah.
He yells out Drago like Khan around the car. Drago!
Cause an avalanche.
I always thought it was a weird choice, but Maudie 924.
Sly was into some shit. Sly was into some shit at the time. So does Rocky 5 have a montage?
Look it up.
It has to have something. Maybe it's the sun.
I feel horrible not remembering, but Rocky 5 is the one I've seen the least. Oh, Tommy.
Keep it up, Tommy gun montage.
Tommy got a that makes sense that Tommy has a montage.
You want to do it?
Yeah. That's actually really clever. Rocky 5 could have been a good movie because that's an interesting trick. Like they're setting up the replacement of Rocky and doing the tropes, but he becomes the antagonist of the story. That actually could work as an idea. I've never really saw it that way before until now, but I'm like, that's actually kind of cool. It's just the movie's bad, unfortunately.
When did this one come out?
1989.
Okay.
Well, that's another thing. I think this movie suffers for when it came out. I think it would have probably benefited to come out a little bit further into the 90s.
Yeah, there's that awkward phase where it's growing into itself as a decade.
Well, also, I just think Tommy being white, I think, I mean, obviously Creed kind of course corrected this, but I think if it would have been more hip hop influenced and kind of Mike Tyson inspired and Rocky training a pretty intense, like, heavyweight fighter. But 1989 just feels like the wrong year for this to come out.
I can actually see Tyson playing in a Rocky movie like Mr. T, but the issue is that'd be like Dark Knight Rises with Batman and Bane talking to each other.
Well, John G. Alvinson came back and directed this one, I think. I don't think Sly made Rocky 5.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, which is really funny because it's like, because he did Karate Kid, which is great, but it's weird the original director came back and it's like, wow, you made the shitty one.
I wonder if Sly fucked him. Not physically, but like
gave him the
he
shitty
made
script.
This the worst script to prove that he was a good director. Or like, oh, you can't credit the director Rocky one. Look, he's gonna make this shitty movie.
Yeah, because there has been debate about some of the writing credit and ideas from the first movie, how much Alvinson was involved or not. I have read that stuff because he was gonna direct Saturday Night Fever at one point, which is Rocky with dancing. And then he did it again with Karate Kid. He made like a very quality, similar kind of movie. So honestly, this isn't that bad. I don't remember this montage, but this is kind of cool. The music and the way it's.
Yeah, but it's not Rocky.
Cool it's all in the ring.
What'd you say?
It's cool that it's all in the ring.
Yeah, it's actual fighting.
It stand out.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a Rocky movie.
It kind of feels like a made-for-TV movie.
It does feel like a made-for. Good call. Yeah.
Like this here feels like a low-budget, expensive mansion set.
See it like on Dallas or something.
That's the thing. I think the influences on this movie were not the right ones. Like the stuff that was popular at the time aesthetically or in the culture, I think that they took for this was just... All right, we can move on to Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
This is actually flying by.
Yeah, having fun.
Yeah, the montage-a-thon. We might be able to fit the Creed ones in there, I guess.
I never saw Creed 3. I thought the Creed 2's training was kind of not that great.
I agree. I think it's that top one, Final Rocky training.
Okay.
I thought Creed 2's a movie was okay, but the training montage kind of sucked.
I agree. Creed 2 is like a mid-tier Rocky film.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No. I'm going to throw this up there. I think this is a top-tier Rocky montage when it came out at the time. I don't know how I'd feel about it now, but when I saw this in the theater, this made me very emotional. I mean, this whole movie I find very emotional. The problem is Creed's just like a much better kind of movie of this type of film. Even aesthetically, Creed looks a lot like this movie. But
yeah, it was a big deal when this came out, though.
Yeah, no, and that it was good. I mean, I remember I went with like a church group of friends, and everyone thought it was gonna bomb.
From high school, like everyone saw it and was talking about the new Rocky movie.
Yeah, because I think everyone thought it was gonna bomb, or it'd be like, oh god, he's old, you know, like then you go see it and it's about getting older. It's about the pain of life. It's about just getting one more chance. It really revitalized Sly's career, I would say, where I'd gone in the 2000s.
Yeah, then we get Rambo.
Exactly. No, and then he did Expendables and stuff, and kind of, well, this was kind of like his victory lap movie. It felt like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we do like you." That's right.
It looks more modern.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He does it very gritty, saturated, handheld. He kind of changed his directing style.
Yeah, it's like an ESPN kind of like documentarian approach, especially the final fight.
Yeah, the final fight's just like shot like an actual fight. No, I love when he starts doing this stuff and Paulie yells out the "getting stronger." Paulie actually yells it out. Yeah, getting stronger.
He said, if there's a Rocky montage today, he'd be on like Rogan for a quick thing. He'd be training in the compound.
Oh yeah, Rogan would be in a Rocky movie now.
What are you in my movie?
Well, the one that this benefits from more than the other ones is that the first one's about a guy who knows he probably isn't going to win the fight. He just wants the chance to. And Rocky Balboa is also about that. He knows he doesn't have a chance. He just wants the opportunity, which none of the other Rocky movies can capture that again because then he becomes the guy. So you almost had to wait till he got old to be able to pull that off again.
Yeah, for you younglings, it's kind of like Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a rough
wasn't
night.
awful.
We all watched that in here, and like Dan was all hyped up and shit. And I go, dude, he's like 65. He's not winning a
Yeah, he
fight.
was in a wheelchair for like 6 months before the fight.
And it was just hard to watch. It's like he's punching an old man.
No, I couldn't watch it. It was fucked up.
Well, at least he got paid.
Yeah.
They showed Mike Tyson's ass in the fight.
No, he had assless chaps on. Yeah.
You got a feature on Vulture, so
Netflix froze, so it was stuck on people's screens for like an hour.
No, Chad, it was so funny. You kept freezing, and he was doing an interview, and it was like a medium shot, and you go, okay, and then he walks away, and you see his ass, and the stream froze.
That's fun. I saw that. When do you guys see the kid interviewing him about his legacy, and he's like, I don't really give a fuck about my legacy because like I'm just gonna die, and nothing really matters anyway. So he just keeps going on and on.
When I die,
poor little girl, she's just standing there like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, let's do it. Creed 1. This montage is pretty good. From Black Panther director Ryan Coogler. It is funny. I've been seeing a lot of like Michael B. Jordan flirting with Haley Steinfeld, and the guy from the Spider-Verse movies that gets in trouble for that. They're literally living out the HR meme.
Yes.
Where it's the one guy and the other guy.
Flirting versus harassment.
It's like, leave me alone. And then it's Michael B. Jordan. It's like, well, it doesn't matter if I'm engaged to the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I think I mean it's hard to even talk about Creed because it's not really like an enjoyable movie.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's an well, it's just a straight up like just drama in my opinion. I don't even really think of it as a sports movie. Like it's shit like this, like Rocky's puking in the toilet with cancer.
Oh my god.
And Creed's like, and Adonis Creed's like a pretty broken character with the death of his father and not knowing him. And yeah, it's like, what episode of The Wire is this? What's going on?
But one issue I have with this montage is it's kind of the Rocky 2 problem. When the BMX people start following him.
Yeah, I know some people love that part. I never really I like it in Straight Outta Compton when the guys are doing that on the bikes when they're on the school bus. But they kind of do something like that here.
That's like a fun movie.
Right, I agree. It seems a little out of place with what this movie is. Yeah, because for the most part, this is just really solid. But these aren't the stuff that I like about the movie. It isn't the fight scenes. It's all like the dialogue, character beat scenes. That's what makes this a really good movie. Not that the fight scenes are bad or anything, but...
Well, this train one is very subdued. It's pretty, like...
Yeah.
Fathomable that someone would do this.
It's a matter of fact.
Yeah, and it also... That's the thing. This seems more realistic. This actually looks like real training.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael B. Jordan actually looks like an athlete. Like, he's not a heavyweight, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's like, oh,
Ben
okay.
Stiller isn't chasing him.
Tony Perkins is training the bad guy.
I'd watch that movie.
Oh yeah, Ben Stiller training a boxing, training a bad guy. That'd be. Ben Stiller needs his Oscar bait movie where he's a boxing coach.
Was that Steve Carell that was the mean trainer in that Oscar bait movie?
Yeah, the wrestling movie where he shoots the guy. At the
Okay,
end.
yeah, that was Steve Carell. I can't remember. I just remember they gave him a hawk nose.
Foxtrot. Yeah, he walks in at the wrestling gym at the end and shoots the guy. Yeah, because I like the hip hop. I think that's great. Like when rap comes in, but yeah, the guys on the bikes. Like, what Mad Max movie is this?
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I've been to Philadelphia. I know it's rough, but like, where'd all these guys come from? Is that even legal to be riding on those bikes on the street?
I don't think they care.
No,
There's like no cars out too.
No,
This is scary too. These are all children. They're doing wheels. Like, it'd be so easy for one just to accidentally hit them.
It'd be funny if somebody looked out the window and was like, "What the fuck?"
I saw the other day of a kid bicycling with a GoPro on, and he's weaving throughout people doing a wheelie, and this boomer just like punched him off the bike.
That sounds
Jeez.
like a boomer.
Yeah, everybody in the comments was like, "Well, this kid shouldn't have been bicycling here." There was a sign that said no bicycles. Like, you don't just get to assault people.
Yeah, this music,
He's him.
This is a LeBron and Austin Reeves.
Yes.
He's watching Reeves hit threes.
Runs around the block with his finger up like I'm him.
No, I love all the black people in town are like, "Yo, Rocky!"
I just remember what he's yelling to Rocky. Like, what's he saying here? What does one say in such a situation?
All right, Creed 2. Wait, this is the Matrix. Nice try, white boy. There's Creed 2. Yeah, this one is like straight up like it feels like a car commercial to me.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Ford.
Rocky's just like, yeah, I know some place you can train, and it's like the middle of the desert.
In the middle of the.
Once again, yeah, when Rocky takes over the training methods, it's like, what's the benefit to this? Why are you hitting something with a sledgehammer in the middle of the desert is good for you?
It's like Sam Elliott just starts narrating over this.
Sorry, you can't be in the fight. Adonis broke his neck because he had its weight strapped onto it.
We're gonna hit him in the stomach with a ball.
They just beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I guess to endure.
With this training, my friends and I, we put on these hoods, and we're gonna kick you.
It's sad this is the last Rocky movie that Rocky is in. It's not in Creed 3.
Yeah, I kind of think on principle, Creed 3 just like shouldn't exist. I hear a lot of people say it's good, or a lot of Rocky fans don't seem to like it.
I'm sure it's I what I've seen, it looks okay-ish, but it looks like the weakest of the three from what I've seen from it. But I haven't watched the whole movie, so I don't know. Maybe there's an emotional arc with the friend and him, the Jonathan Major
The big thing
characters.
I hear is if you're into like the anime fight direction it does or not.
Well, none of that bothers me. I can get the anime thing. I think that's cool. I just wonder about the story and caring so much. Because I hate to say, it really hit me with this movie when it came out, is there is just the repetition of the franchise. Like, Creed avoids that. But then once you just go back to, you know, the tropes, it's like, well, fuck, this is like the 8th movie to do this.
Yeah, at least Ivan Drago coming back and his son.
Right.
Is compelling. You want to see that.
Yeah, it's just how much meat's on the bone, really. Because I honestly think if the franchise ends on Creed, it's like a perfect franchise.
I agree. Well, I just don't think Adonis is a series lead kind of character
No, Rocky and him are
compared to Rocky
co-leads.
Balboa.
Are co-leads in
Like,
the
it's not
first
an insult.
movie.
Like, you have one of the most iconic protagonists ever, and you have a really good actor being like a solid, okay protagonist.
Well, it's Dick Grayson and Batman. It's just
Oh,
Yeah.
once you put him in the cowl, it's not. This is like a slave movie right now. Yo, working on.
He's picking cotton
Yeah.
to train.
You got to pick some cotton, Adonis. What, Rocky?
honey, why are you picking cotton? What's going on?
How's that gonna help me beat the Russian?
Him.
Hey, Destroyer, thanks for all your contributions tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Jesus Christ. This is me trying to get you to talk. I'm Rocky watching you punch the front around like, say something! Be a man! Yeah, just the direction of these movies is very odd. Like, this is weird.
It feels like a Jesus movie or
Yeah.
something. I don't know why. It has that like Christian movie look.
The Passion of Adonis.
Oh, it's got shades.
No, I do. Once again, though, I do like the rap. I do think that's cool whenever the rap comes. But I never think they utilize it well. I'm like, why don't you just do like even like something like a Run the Jewels kind of thing, just something like that. Like play a fucking rap song over. But they always like do like some weird operatic thing, and then they end with rap music. So the energy's always kind of thrown off a little bit.
It always feels like rap music in a very stock sense.
Yes.
Where it's just rap that's acceptable for white people.
Yeah,
Like
that's a great way.
Make the Rocky audience that's older. But it's a
Well,
black
They didn't want
kid,
to play
so it's
Kanye.
rap, but it can't be too rap-like.
Well, that's my problem. I think the Creed movies lack like an Afrofusion kind of aesthetic, and like I want them to be black movies. I think that's what would make them be different, is that they should be, because like you said, they kind of make it where like, well, white people will be okay with this, right? With the black lead, if we present it this way.
Yeah, it's very whitewashed.
Yeah, well, I get it, because even like Apollo was kind of that way as a character, but like Apollo was never the protagonist, so his like blackness wasn't front and center. But I think with Adonis, when you're making a modern movie, it kind of makes sense to lean on that a little more. All right, Creed 3, last montage. For now, because he's talking about making Creed 4.
Oh shit.
I've only watched this montage once, so I don't have an opinion on it. Slav, you've watched these all so far. Which one did you think was the best one?
A 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you don't beat that.
What do you think, Destroya?
I like the first one because it's iconic.
That's true, yeah. And it's hard to judge it fairly because it's so ripped off. It's kind of hard to...
Yeah. It's the only one where you see Rocky beat his meat.
You saved a good one there. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, the Jonathan Majors, he trains in this one by hitting women.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to say it, but
Oh, don't worry.
Talbot's already did.
I put my girl in the movie. You'll never guess where.
No, I love that Michael B. Jordan's come out saying he wants to work with him again, too. It's like, bro, you don't give a shit. I kind of respect it, honestly. It's like, and I'm going to put Diddy in the soundtrack. And...
Diddy and
Kanye. I respect, like, the idea that everyone in Hollywood's pretty much a monster, but at least some of them are just like, this is the business.
That's true.
Yeah.
I guess that is the perspective.
Anymore.
Yeah, you're all trying to be high and mighty. I'm just trying to make like money. I'm just
like,
being real about it.
I do like with this montage, because at least I know the story that his friend went to jail for something they both did. It's like Tony B in The Sopranos. But I like this one's kind of integrating like that storytelling device with the training montage. That's a little different from the other movies. Like Adonis's guilt over his friend.
I
I like
think
the cutting.
Adonis's mustache looks much better in this one.
Yeah, he
He's
does
got the
look.
full beard, but the mustache particularly.
Yeah, it looks closer to Apollo mustache. Honestly, it looks more like Apollo
Yeah.
hair. Is that time?
And then he gets concussed.
Yeah, you are right. That mustache is rocking.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors doesn't have a mustache,
No,
so it's like it's a different aura, as the 14-year-olds on Twitter say.
well, these montages, it just shows you the difference between old filmmaking and new filmmaking. Like the old one, they knew, like this is just modern. I don't like this isn't bad, but the three Creed ones watching them, it just shows like the disparity between like what 80s filmmaking was, like what the Rocky 4 or 3 montage are and how they crafted those things versus how we do montages in filmmaking now and cutting now. It's
Well,
like
one thing with this too. Oh, sorry.
no, yeah, go ahead.
This isn't that far off from like just YouTube videos by people that have nice cameras at this point.
I'm so that's exactly what I was gonna fucking say before. Yeah, I said this is like YouTube. Yeah, a YouTuber could edit this and do like a blog like this for sure.
There's no freeze frames either.
No, they never slow anything down. It's just about like, okay, we'll get a bunch of footage, we'll cut it together.
If Adonis punches the tree down, that will definitely get this brownie points for me.
Because the thing is, like, none of these things are iconic. Like Rocky lifting the thing is iconic. Rocky running up the steps. You get shots and moments. Like this is cool, right? And pulling the plane.
That is cool.
Yeah.
But you need those kinds of things. That's what makes it Rocky. Like this is cool. The parallel mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're looking at each other. I think you just need more moments like that, but the Creed movies sort of lack that kind of something that gives it verisimilitude.
Oh, that's neat.
I like each montage being representative of the time it came out.
Good
sure.
call.
Filmmaking the time.
Yeah, this does look like a 2020s movie.
But it's in the tradition of something that goes back like almost, 40, 50 years? So it is neat.
Well, see, because I've never seen him in any movies, but like all of a sudden, Jonathan Demme was like everybody's favorite actor. He's a genius, and then he loses his career, and it's like it just felt very like programmed to me. Like we all love him. Here's the memo. He's our favorite actor, and then he just went away immediately.
Yeah, he's in like 2 movies. He shows up as Kang in this, and they're like, "This guy's the generation's next new actor," and I'm like, "Okay, none of this was earned."
Yeah, and I'm not even saying he's bad, but like it felt very fake. And the fact that I get that, okay, if he did what he did, I don't know. But like nobody says, oh, well, that's horrible, that's a tragedy. But he was great in this movie. I've never heard that. We all just loved him for like 3 months.
Well, I've often been of the opinion that like talent's very overrated, particularly with movies and actors, where they're like, this person's brilliant. It's like, I bet you could go find like thousands of guys that could do exactly what that person does, or woman in certain roles. Like you could just go find, it's like, it's never, it's rarely that it's, like Cillian Murphy. I don't think there's a bunch of him out there, but that's not the common person that they try to push on you like that.
Yeah, it's always like perfect looking people.
Slav, can you get back to like 30 seconds when Adonis is getting punched?
Go back where 30 seconds?
Yeah, when he's getting punched.
Mm-hmm.
When you fail the quick time event.
All right. So Chad, you're saying Rocky 3.
I'll go Rocky 3.
Destroy said Rocky 1. Surprising. I didn't expect that. Of course, Slav's cheesy ass went with 4.
Of course.
So I guess I got to pick a different one to keep this going. So I'm kind of stuck with the shit pile here.
Just say this one. This one's a good one.
I'm gonna pick Rocky 2. I'm not picking a goddamn Creed montage. Putting on Rocky 2. Him running with the
take the bait.
Him running with the fucking kids. Pied Piper Rocky.
That's just coke.
That's my goat. It's like the best Coca-Cola commercial of all time. If the kids are chasing him to get a Coca-Cola,
He's crying because you didn't choose his montage. He's angry.
Yeah, he's like, why wasn't I good enough, Pat?
Honestly, on his headset, I honestly thought it said Adolf before I realized it said Adonis. So it's like, what the fuck is he?
Kanye made his headset.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If I directed these movies, like Stronger or something would be the training. I mean, Ye would be in the training montage.
He always says ADO from this side, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh my god. Great, you gotta hit harder, dude.
These flowed together pretty well. I'll say that though, like watching them together, there wasn't like a striking it's a testament to the franchise and what it's given to society, because I really don't think a montage existed like we know it before the first Rocky. I do think that did invent that kind of montage. It didn't invent montages, but the kind of movie progression, character progression sort of montage where it's not like a rom-com show in a few days, and kind of the action geography and I think it had an influence on a lot of music videos, particularly in the 80s. But watching it all now, it's really fascinating that there isn't really like any of them are like terrible, and they kind of do all stay in their tradition of the franchise. Because I've never watched them all together like this, so it's honestly pretty impressive. There's what, 8 of, yeah, 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or
No,
wait.
9.
Yeah, because you got Balboa.
That, because I didn't think about 5 having that once. Yeah, this is 9 montages back to back. I like him punching the tree. That's pretty cool. That's some anime shit for sure. That's
It's like Batman Year One when he kicks that tree down.
Yeah, Zack Snyder did try to throw in a training montage, didn't he? Ben Affleck. Where he's doing CrossFit. He's flipping tires. I mean, I fuck with it. I'm down with Batman training and a training montage in a movie.
Well, it's clear he just should have made a Batman movie, but here we are talking about Batman. Fuck.
All right, that was the Rocky montage marathon. Thank you for everyone who's watched this with us. Tell us your favorite Rocky montage in the comments. I'm here with Chad, Slav, Destroya, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching with us.